What are the benefits for corporations in the sustainable ecosystem? Ultimately, to change the environment, we must also change the products and services that are offered to the consumers. And if a corporation doesn't have the platform because it can't count on the materials that are needed, the local supply chain that's needed, then there's no way to get the environmental benefits as well as the corporate benefits of profits that we all want. Ultimately, corporations get to utilize local networks for transactions and for products. And so for every city that a corporation is in, you have that network that will make the products and process the transactions. They also get relevancy. We all know going into the future that corporations need to be sustainable. Not just changing light bulbs, but eventually they got to actually offer sustainable products. How's that going to happen if you don't have a supply? This ecosystem will offer the supply for companies to be able to be relevant, be sustainable. And the interesting thing about that is that this system will have a controlled cost structure. Cost won't be all over the place. Corporations have to rely on and understand what that business model would be. This system allows that to happen. And ultimately, it leads to a lower cost of capital. Because the transactions that happen, there's a certain digital processing that happens, will make the processing of payments and transactions not so opaque, lowers the cost of capital. And ultimately, what happens in this system is corporations will be digitally transformed and sustainably transformed. The technology behind a lot of the systems that operate in this ecosystem, there's blockchains, IoT, AI, and some other forms of 5G that are integrated into the system, as well as the material systems that are available for sustainable materials, bio-based, nano-based materials. Corporations will benefit largely by increasing their relevancy, by increasing their profit margins, while lowering the costs. This is the benefit for corporations in the sustainable ecosystem.